Cheez-Its are the best snacks. Little ASMR. I definitely gained a lot of weight from eating them. But I totally recommend it. If I could sponsor any business, I'd sponsor Cheez-Its. They're delicious. Hello, hi. Hi, Jasmine. I was like, who doesn't like cheese? Really? I need to slow down though. It's okay. If you've never been to my show, welcome. I know people are coming in, coming out. Real quick, I'm gonna read the book called Stamped. Stamped. This is the remix, right? I've been in a verbal war with gun lovers. Oh yeah, that's the new. If you've been with me, you know that I'm not gonna change my stance on a certain subject just because hyenas want to come in and try to scare me away. You know, mere fact is 20 children have died, because of Sandy Hook, mass shooters, Adam Lanza. 6 teachers died on that day in December in 2000, I believe 12. It's just devastating that people would rather stick up for their guns, okay, than stick up for precautionary measures that are overdue, okay? If you look at the statistics, pertaining to gun violence related deaths in America, it's outstanding. I mean, if this was a race for country, gun violence related deaths, America is the top notch. I mean, I know that we are over exceeding in everything, because we're just an amazing country, but we should not be over exceeding in gun related deaths. I mean, it's almost like a 10,000 from 2013 to now. So I will put in my YouTube video, if you go to my YouTube video, you'll see that I'll put the statistic reports there so you can see the proof, because for some reason, taking my word for face value is not something that the public wants. When you're an African American woman and you're passionate about things, people tend to just think that you're not credible, and it's disgusting. I actually had a lady on TikTok tell me that I need to be educated. And I went to college. I did not finish college, but I did go to college, okay? And it's actually 90% of my debt, okay? And I am licensed as a realtor, and I am a person who gives a damn about society and wanting to be a part of the solutions. And it just doesn't seem that the people who love their guns want to be part of solutions. So this is all about gun control.
You may have seen this post about Senator Ted Cruz after he said proposed gun regulations would not stop the violence. This claim circulated, reporting he was the top recipient of contributions from gun rights donors. So, is it true? Here is what our Verify researchers found. First, our source, OpenSecrets.org. It's a nonprofit, nonpartisan research group that tracks lobbying and donations released by the Federal Election Commission. It found that during the 2018 election cycle, Ted Cruz was the biggest recipient of money from gun rights backers, with $311,151. For comparison, the next highest recipient was Martha McSally in Arizona, who got just over $228,000. When it comes to the money Cruz received, it is not just from the NRA. The National Rifle Association gave $9,900 to Cruz running up to the 2018 election. The $311,151 number includes donations from other PACs and individual gun rights backers giving more than $200. So while we can verify that, yes, Cruz received over $300,000 from gun supporters, not all that money is from the NRA, and some could be from backers who simply align with his politics.
I mean, I understand that we're going to die either way. I understand that you could die in other ways. But what I'm trying to say is, why don't we do something to lower the rates of dying by gun? Like, stick to the topic. This is something that is ongoing where people just want to deflect. Well, if you could die by the gun, then you could die by the knife. You could die with this. But the mere fact is, if we do nothing, nothing changes. You know, doing the same thing and thinking you're going to get different results is what? Results, I'm sorry. Crazy. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. And I'm not crazy. I'm completely grounded. I might be conflicted, but I'm not crazy. So Zurara is an African American man, pretty much the Candace Owens of today, and causing the rhetoric that's enabling the enslavement of African Americans. Felt slavery was a means to salvation. Planters wanted to grow profits while missionaries wanted to grow God's kingdom. So you understand that God was a huge component to manipulate and perpetuate racism and enslavement of African Americans. It's disgusting that you could take something such beautiful and then manipulate it. Okay, it shouldn't deplete God's good words, but that's what they did. They used it. They used God to do their dirty work. No one cared what the enslaved Africans wanted, which to start would have been not to be enslaved. Of course, what the hell? They definitely didn't want the religion of their masters, and their masters resisted too. So I really want to understand how the Angolans even spoke to them, because they probably didn't even speak English. So it's kind of crazy to me. And they probably had kids and then taught the kids and did that, but whatever. Enslavers weren't interested in hearing anything about converting their slaves. Saving their crops each year was more important to them than saving souls. It was harvest over humanity. Okay? And the excuses they gave to avoid baptizing slaves were Africans were too barbaric to be converted. Africans were savaged as the soul. Africans couldn't be loved, even by God. Even by God. It's called the Puritan power. That's chapter 2. I'm really here to get a job done. And that is to be an advocate for change, an advocate for solution, to be someone who has no tolerance for deflection, for, diversions of the topic. You know, we're here to be focused, right? I want to put everybody's face forward and say, let's stop the madness. Let's stop this, okay? We're human. And your forefathers who made this shit up were fucked up. But that's not the truth. We've moved on. Can we move on? Can we just move on as a humanity, as one race, the human race? Can you stop asking me what I am every time I fill out an application? Okay? Can I get a job because I'm just qualified to do so? Can I live in a town because I can afford it, because I worked my ass off to do it? Without you, not qualifying me or whatever reason, because you don't like the way that I look and you don't want it near your children, because God forbid they see someone with a little bit more color, because that's just too much for them. They just can't handle seeing people that look different than them. Can we move on? Please and thank you. This is the Andrea Show. How you doing? Like, why they gotta be coming for me, bro? Like, I'm for everybody. Please believe me.